Guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Today I've come for a bit of a ride out for the first one in a long time, and me and the girl are having a cracking time. So I intended to do a bit of a vlog, but I got a bit lost chatting about my teeth, sorry about that, and also I just got so lost in the ride. It's just the fact that, you know, we're out in this beautiful countryside. It's been such a long time since I've been for a decent ride that I got lost in the moment. I'm afraid there's not a lot of vlogging going on, so, you know, hopefully you'll join me for the ride, and if you do, I appreciate it, but don't expect much. But then again, if you're used to my channel, I'm sure you never do. Anyway, enjoy, crack on, let's go. Well, good morning, people of the world. Okay, nice to be back on the bike again. Not a lot changed really in the Welsh. Government changes this weekend, a little bit more movement allowed. You're allowed to travel further than the 5 miles. Good morning, Cock Island, by the way. You're allowed to travel a bit more than 5 miles as long as you've got, you know, you're going to meet a needy person. Well, my mate's very needy, so I'm going to go see him. But yeah, meant to be a nice day today. I've just got out of the house, spent all this time squeezing myself into this skin tight lycra bubble condom. Come out and it's starting to rain. Bloody unbelievable. But I'm out, so I'm going now. It's I don't think I'm going to go where I planned. I'm just going to go for a quick tour around the 5 mile, 10 miles, something like that. So anyway, hi everybody, how you doing? Hope you're all safe, keeping well. It's yeah, I knew this would happen. As soon as we were allowed a bit more freedom on the bike, I knew the weather would change, and hasn't it just? Unbelievable. Anyway, it's what day are we on? We're on Saturday 19th, is it 20th? I don't know, somewhere around there. So yeah, I thought I'd get out. Planned to go see my mate, but I don't know if I'm going in now, to be honest with you, with this rain. So I might just have a bit of a blast. Say hello to you guys. Take you with a quick for a quick spin with me. Nothing exciting, I'm afraid. Not yet. Hopefully those days aren't far away. I've even put the rear camera on today. Well, I don't know what for really. Oh dear. Anyway, what can you do? First overtake of the day. I can hardly see a bloody thing, so I hope you can. I'm not used to the camera being there in the rain. Let's have a look what happens. Oh yeah, baby! I'm gonna have to get this speeder changed back into mile an hour. It's so, you know, deceiving when it's in kilometres like that. Oh, back on the bike. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it for therapy, for your well-being, for your head, for everything. Oh man, so many plans that have been scuppered, and it's the same for all you and I know. That's a bummer, but there you go. What can you do? What can you do? I had a bit of trauma last week. I started off about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I started having a tent. I've had trouble with one of my teeth for ages, and I was due to have some work done on it. Of course, this COVID came along and all the dentists were shut, so I couldn't get anything done. And of course, it had to happen, didn't it? The fact the dentists are closed, and what happened? It's bound to get worse, isn't it? I was in no pain until that point. And I know it's it sounds a bit ridiculous, but this is really true. I said to somebody about a month ago, oh, this is one of the worst times ever to get toothache, imagine it. And at that point I had nothing. Fatal. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Because what happened a week later? I had toothache. So basically I've had a tender tooth for about 2 weeks. I couldn't touch it. If I cleaned my teeth, it was dead tender. But it was manageable. It wasn't hurting other than just touching it, or if I'm eating on it, which is a struggle. And then of course last week, it's without, out of the blue, it just started bloody killing me, literally full on toothache, and it was agony. I was taking painkillers left, right and centre. I couldn't sleep. I was getting a bit concerned because I was taking so many tablets, as you do, and I was driving, and one of them was the side effects of drowsiness. Luckily I didn't feel drowsy, but I did feel a little bit, you know, tired-ish. So I thought, no, I can't, something's going to go wrong here. So I managed to get in touch with the dentist. They diagnosed me over the phone, looked at my x-rays I had done about 6 months ago, and they suspected that it was an abscess under this tooth. So they gave me antibiotics. Sorry if I'm boring you, just fast forward a little bit. Having said that, it's probably not much better further on. So anyway, after a week, the tablets, you know, the penicillin were finished, and then I thought, what am I going to do now? Because I know they can't do any work. So I rang them up. Managed to speak to the same dentist I spoke to him on the phone, because it's only like emergency dentist. Cut a long story short, she says, come in, if we could take that tooth out if you really want to, if you're not happy to wait. I said yes. So the x-rayed it, massive big abscess underneath the 2 back teeth, and she said the back one's a bit wobbly as well. I said, look, I said, I'm not bothered, just take the buggers out. I'm the other side of the hill now, why do I need a full set of teeth? The hell was that? It's either a cow or a siren, or I don't bloody know. And my bike's making strange noises. Goodness knows. You probably haven't picked that up, but that was weird. Anyway, other than the voices in my head. So, yeah, so then I went there, I said, look, I says, I'm not bothered, just take them out. She says, the back will come out easy, she said, so she ejected me. Because they can't drill apparently because of the splatter, but they can extract. She said, if a piece breaks off, there's nothing we can do, but it has to stay in there till we can, you know, we're allowed back to do that sort of work. So I thought, well, I've got to take the risk, because in such agony, you don't care, do you? So anyway, so she injected me, well, I got the back one, which is meant to be loose. Still won't come, more pains, more injections. That was unbelievable. Took ages to get out, pulling, tugging, twisting, pulling, and pain was intense because the abscess, was not letting the numbness work. Anyway, right at the very end I said, just go for it, get it out, because this is killing me. So she got it out eventually. Sudden relief, because that was a painful one. She says, right, she says, that was the easy one out of the way. I could have bloody cried. The easy one? That's the last thing you want to hear after that, isn't it? So then she attacked the front one. I'm sorry, I'm still going about this teeth if you've popped to this bit. But she attacked that one. Injections, pull, nothing. Injection, pull, nothing, still hurting. Injection, pull, still hurting. After about 7 different amounts of injections, she says, well, I can't really give you much more. It's getting to the end now. This might be the last one I can give you. So she whacked it in there. Luckily, it completely numbed it. I didn't feel anything at that point, so it was just enough. It must have taken a good 10 minutes to pull this tooth out. It was backwards, forwards, backwards, pulling. My jaw was aching here, I couldn't feel my jaw aching this side, that bit was numb. I had so many injections, I thought it was going to swallow my tongue. It felt like it was like a massive bloody cucumber. But like, you get to that point, just get on with it, get it out, I don't care. Anyway, cut a long story short, and I am trying, believe it or not. She popped it out after a good 10-15 minutes, and it was such a relief. And of course I was all numbed up then. She said she might need some paracetamol when that settles down. No problem. I walked out. I was like a new man. I was skipping down the road, jumped in my van and drove home. I was really excited because that's the problem gone, isn't it? Just got to heal now. Oh boy, was I wrong. Oh, if you're not squeamish, these are the pictures of my lovely teeth. Are you ready? Isn't that beautiful? Look at them buggers. Yeah, so I went back home and my wife said, how are you feeling? I said, oh, top of the world, I'm feeling so much better now. You know, I feel like I've got a new lease of life. And like I said, a couple of hours later I sat there and it started wearing off. It started, you know, it feels like it tingles and gets feels all tingly, and all of a sudden the bloody pain was excruciating. It was, no word of a lie, 5-6 times worse than the toothache that I had before. I mean, obviously it's because of all the trauma I've had. I mean, it's like I felt like I've been hit in the jaw with a sledgehammer. The side of my jaw swelled up like a golf ball. I couldn't bear anything touching me. Even my beard was just irritating. I couldn't touch it, couldn't scratch my face. Oh my god, I took more tablets than I've ever taken in my life within 4 to 5 hours. Obviously a dangerous level, but you know, it's like just so desperate. I think, you know, it's like, and I ran out of tablets, I ran out of different options. I had nothing I could do. I mean, I was pacing down the streets, I wanted to bang my head against the wall. It was unbelievable. And I mean, I handle pain quite well. I've always been quite good with pain, a certain kind of pain. I mean, riddled with arthritis, you tend to get a bit toughened up with it in the bad back, you know, but not this pain. Not a chance. This pain was on another realm. Unbelievable. It's so sharp, you know, and just there's no let up from it. It's anyway, I mean, how the hell I got to sleep that night, I don't know. I was working the next day. Oh no, I was off that day, which was something, thank God. And whatever I'd taken eventually eased it off to a degree where I was okay to, you know, bear it. And ever since then, that's nearly a week ago now. Well, what day was that? It was Tuesday, so no, not quite a week. So yeah, ever since then, I've been in absolute agony still. Not as bad now, it's settled down, but I'm still having to take Nurofen every 4 hours. The swelling's gone down a little bit. But I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It's all the trauma I had. They were so bad pulling those teeth out, not just one, it was two. And all the soft tissue around my jaw is just raw. Probably bruised to buggery, you know. And I can't touch even the area where they put the injections in, I can't touch anymore. I'm boring myself. Why the hell am I telling this story? Really sorry, guys. I've waffled on about my teeth for so long. Makes me feel better. I'm sorry, what can I say? Okay, finished 2 subjects, that's it, over with. So anyway, I just had to get that out. I had to get it out. Anyway guys, hope you're all doing alright. Again, I don't know what's going on, like hopefully they'll be opening certain caravan places. I don't know what's going on really, in certain shops. I don't know. There's people in Primark was opening, I think, and I've seen a thing online of people sleeping outside so they can get into Primark. What's the matter with you people? It's the same with the McDonald's. People are going nuts for the McDonald's. Can't you live your life without something like that? That's just crazy. All the other important things in life, I begin to think that things won't change when we go back, because people are just slipping back into their old dirty bad habits so quickly and forgetting what all this is about. I mean, don't take me down the road of all these bloody riots and all these people so close together. Anyway, I digress. So I blast up this beautiful road. I've not really seen it. Oh, I have seen cars. I've not overtaken anything. Only one, haven't I? Anyway, I better give my mate a ring. I did promise. If I remember how to use the flippy phone on this bike, it's been so long. Telephone, go down. For call list. Is Jason in there? No, I don't bloody know. I doubt it. What? Holly's dentist. That's where I had my tooth done. Oh, it's so sweet to be out, guys. So sweet. Can't go far, unfortunately. Still waiting to get this bike in for its first service. This is its first service. It's service this year's service, second year service. But still getting no reply with the local motor rod dealer. Even though they're open for servicing, I think they give you a courtesy call just to see what's going on, which is one of the main reasons to go with them. They had a good reputation for being a good dealership. I'm beginning to wonder now. I mean, I know I'm sure they've got a backlog, but a bit of communication just to say, yep, we've got you in the system, it might be 2 months or whatever. We're also told we want to have a look at just curiosity of updating the bike to the 1250 from this one. Because, you know, curiosity, like you always want to, I don't know, if it's similar, I might just go for it. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but you always want the best, don't you? I've heard so many things about this 1250. Don't need it whatsoever, so it is really unnecessary. What can you do? Right. Oh dear, I can feel that moisture in the air. 16 degrees, so it's not really cold, but there's moisture in the air, I can feel it. Oh come on pal, these are lovely roads. I mean, I drive a white van and I don't drive that bloody slow. I don't have to get people stuck behind me, believe me. That beautiful green Welsh hillsides just rolling into the distance. Oh, this guy's doing my head in. Spoiling a good road, my friend. You can resurface, do you? I'm going to have to either pass this guy or just pull over, do what I need to do and let him go. Ridiculous. If he gets any closer to that hedge, you'd be cutting it. No, it's alright, that's what I thought. Then I thought I've had to pull over to find your number. I thought, what's the point of being mobile if you have to stop? There we go, spoke to Jason. I'm going to go see Jason, my needy friend. Oh, this is so nice. Woo! Why would you want to change it? Why would I want to get anything else? This is just a gorgeous bike. Don't need a 1250 really. I like the colour scheme of mine. There's not many of these around. There's loads of them if you look on Facebook and in England, but there's not many of them where I live. I don't think I've ever seen another one, to be honest with you, of my colour. So, thing is, I do like the HP one. The thing is, everyone's got them buggers now as well, haven't they? Everyone's gone for that one. Some people don't like the gold wheels, I quite like them. These black ones are a nightmare to bloody... They look so dull and it's so hard to get anything out of them, you know, clean. They just look dull as dishwater. They should have made them out of any gloss paint at least. Oh, hello. There we go. Don't fancy hitting you. Now, because they won't do this soon, it's got this stupid warning triangle on my screen. I do love this bike though, guys. Absolutely love it. I sometimes forget I'm on the bike, I'm so comfy and relaxed. When I had my VFR, I love my VFR, but I always knew I was riding a bike, if you know what I mean. It was, I don't know, a couple of people have said the same with this. You're immersed in the bike, so you're more than you sat on top of it, you're actually inside the bike. I know you can get the lower framed ones of these, but what people don't seem to realise, the lower framed ones, it's lower framed, it's lower in suspension, so you lose some suspension height. If you're getting just a normal GS, you never go off-road, not a problem, but if you get the GSA, the lowered frame one, you're losing a few inches of travel, and yeah, it's just apparent, quite different, you know. I mean, I'm lucky, I suppose, because I mean, I'm 6 foot. I'm not super tall. I'm 6 foot, and on the wrong terrain, I'm on my toes, like, you know. It took a bit to get used to. The second the wheels rotate, the second they move, it's like all that weight and awkwardness just disappears. It's like just I was saying, it's just like a switch has been flicked, and it's just boom, gone. It's crazy, absolute madness. So stable and so smooth and so light on the roads. That I've seen tiny people riding these bikes. There's one on YouTube of a girl, she's up to her bloody, the seat's up to her chest, and she just starts it off. I think there's a little guy as well, he starts it off and just moves along with it, and just runs on the side, just jumps on it like a horse. It's bizarre. Which way should we go? Yeah, let's go this way. This is the way I was going to plan on going, wasn't it? This little bit of rain is going to turn into more. Bloody. See if we go forecast as usual. I'm sure there's just somebody sat in the bedroom window looking out the window when you ask the app what weather it's going to be. Because yesterday, today was meant to be really hot and tomorrow raining. Well, now today was meant to be dry when I left the house, and it's not, it's raining. Tomorrow is meant to be raining, which is why I come today, and you watch tomorrow will be nice. I'll pick a gear, Andy, there's quite a few in there, mate. Okay, you picked the wrong one. 4 them bloody gears. What's halfway here? Actually, you might be protected from the rain there because of the screen. That'd be interesting to see. The only thing is you won't be able to see nothing because of the screen getting wet. I've tried this on the helmet, and the view is terrible because it's just, and it looks like a bloody, I don't know, some alien aerial on my head. It just doesn't look right at all. Why can't somebody make a decent camera that's got the qualities of this one and the size of the drift, you know, just sits flat, nice and streamlined and flat, and make it bloody reliable. Jeepers. Can't imagine the market for a proper camera. Well, you know, everyone would use it. All these cameras have their little points. Just get together, or somebody get all the information together and put it into one cracking camera. They would sell like hotcakes, as they say. Nearly there. It's just nice to be out though. It really is. Got a new tank bag again. SW Motec. It's only the small one because I don't like the big one. Hangs over the tank too much. But it's already similar to the one I had on the VFR. Excuse me. Just put a few little trinkets in, and you can extend it. It's got a bag for it, so it's unobtrusive there. So I just like it. But you know, flipping 70 quid. And the first one I had, I installed it, and you have to drill your holes. And drilling the holes, but when the drill slipped, it went through the zip. So I screwed the first over. I mean, I just thrown it in the bin now. But I managed with it for ages. I stitched a few stitches around the zip so it wouldn't go off the runners. But it wasn't working very well. Well, basically the wife bought me this one actually. She had a bit of money. She said, you want? Well, I thought, yes I do. In fact, I even bought the bigger sized one, the next size up. Thinking since, you know, that was paid for and everything, I'd give it a go. And it was only an extra 30 quid for the 5 litre one. And I got it, and because of the handlebars swinging and all that, I had to put it where I had to put it. And of course it hangs over the drop bit, you know, the angle of the tank, and it's like a balcony. It just looks ridiculous. Might not bother some people, but for some reason it does me. So for the extra space I gained, it wasn't really worth it. This is ideal for me. I managed in America last time with a small one. I got enough panniers around me, haven't I? Stand-up action over the hub. Ooh, there we go. Beautiful. Lovely. See you in a bit. But then I don't like the way it hangs over this, see? Wait, see?
Is it the same?
It should be this time.
That's it.
That's why I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because I got the risers on.
But it makes
That doesn't look too bad, see that one?
No.
That's not too bad.
But you see, this was for the. I adjusted this for the Kawasaki.
Even this one, but it touches on there.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like this. See,
You don't
I'm
like this
overhanging
bit?
here. I don't
Yeah.
like it hanging off. You know?
Yeah, for touring, it's amazing. Yeah.
See, I like this one because
It's perfect just as
it's
a,
tiny, and it's just
Yeah.
the last one I had for America was only tiny.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just have it. I bought myself a nice muff for here, a nice those furry ones like you've got.
Oh yeah.
And I put it somewhere, I can't find it anywhere.
Okay.
Like 2 little ones to go over this, you know.
It makes a difference as well, you know.
I guarantee if I buy another one, I'll find it. Yeah, it's quite an odd camber, that, isn't it? Right, see you again.
Take care.
See you, mate. Ta-ra. Well guys, we've just come out of the house now. It was 21 degrees, it's settled down to 19 degrees now, so it's definitely brightened up from when I was here this morning, which is good. A bit windy. Right, I think I'm going to go back over through Conwy for a change. Take you over Conwy Bridge. See the castle. Some of you might find the castle interesting. But these houses are huge though, wow. It's Conwy Castle. It's gone behind the trees now. I used to walk along here to school when I was a kiddie. Again, used to see him a lot further. I can't believe how busy it is. Looks like social distancing hasn't reached here yet. Ah, there's the old iron bit. Walked across those chains a few times as a kid. Crazy. Wouldn't do it now, would I? Let's go the back way. I have right away, I think. Conwy River down there. This is such a beautiful day. Amazing. And so much fun. To be on these roads again. believe how windy it is actually. It's quite wasn't expecting that. Really sorry for the lack of vlogging now. I'm afraid it's like I said before, I'm sort of absorbed into this rally, enjoying it, and keep forgetting I gotta talk to you guys. But if you don't like it, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna try my best, but for now, this is the best I can do. There's the River Conwy, where it usually floods here. This is Llanrwst. That's going to spoil my ride, guys. Come on. Guess I can be really cheeky. Yes, I can. The beauties of biking. No, I've got to stop saying that before I get into the habit of it. It's not even my catchphrase. Sorry, Bruce. Oh yeah, baby. This is beautiful, guys. This is what I've needed so bad.